Not much. But, hopefully enough to get me started somewhere else. I started packing a small bag, keeping it quiet so no one would hear. I rolled up some clothes and stuffed them in, along with my laptop and charger. I shoved the cash deep in my backpack, under everything else. My heart was pounding the whole time, like I was doing something wrong. But I kept telling myself I had to do this. I couldn't stay here and keep pretending everything was okay. As I was zipping up the bag, I heard footsteps coming down the hallway. I froze, my heart in my throat. The doorknob rattled, and I realized I'd forgotten to unlock it. Open the door. My mom's voice came through, sharp and annoyed. I hesitated for a second, then forced myself to get up and unlock the door. She pushed it open and stood there, arms crossed, glaring at me. Her eyes flicked to the bag on my bed, and I could see the realization dawning on her face. "What the hell do you think you're doing?" she demanded. I tried to stay calm, tried to think of something to say, but I could feel the panic rising in my chest. "I'm just packing some stuff," I said, my voice shaking a little. "For college, I just wanted to be ready." "Don't lie to me," she snapped, stepping into the room. "You think you're leaving? After everything I've done for you? You're just going to walk out?" I swallowed hard, my mouth awry. "I'm not trying to leave right now," I said, forcing a smile. "I was just getting things together. I'm not going anywhere." She didn't believe me. I could see it in her eyes. She took a step closer, her face inches from mine. "You think you're so smart? Don't you think you're going to run off and have this perfect little life? Well, you're not. You're not going anywhere." "I know, Mom," I said, keeping my voice soft. "I know I'm staying here. I'm sorry, I hated saying it. Hated pretending. But I knew if I didn't, she'd make everything worse." She looked at me for a long time, her eyes boring into mine, like she was trying to see if I was lying. I forced myself to keep looking back, to keep my expression calm. Finally, she stepped back, her lips curling into a sneer. "That's right," she said, "you're not going anywhere. You belong here with your family. Don't you forget that." I nodded, trying to look as defeated as I felt. "I won't forget," I said quietly. She gave me one last glare before turning and leaving the room, slamming the door behind her. I let out a shaky breath, feeling like I'd just run a marathon. My hands were trembling as I finished packing, stuffing a few more things into the bag. I wasn't going to let her win. I wasn't going to stay here and let them destroy me. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I was going to get out of this house. Had to, even if it meant sneaking out in the middle of the night. I was going to leave. I wasn't going to let them break me anymore. I'm escaping this house, and I don't care what I have to do in order to do it. Something I should also mention is that I have been able to secretly contact an acquaintance of mine. I told her about my family situation, and she and her family kind of know my mom, and they told me they would be willing to take me in if I made my way down to them and didn't tell anyone where I was staying. That's where I'm going. Update 1: my hands are shaking, but I am on the way to a domestic violence shelter. I am very afraid. The family who was going to take me in said that my mom is way too scary when she's mad, and in case she finds out where I am, they are afraid she is going to do something crazy to them, and they don't want to take that risk. I'm very upset with them about this. She didn't even have to know I was there. How could she have found out? They live miles and miles away. Right now I look like a mess. And it's because it all happened fast. The night I left, my mom saw me walking out the door. A vase was thrown at me by her, and nasty things were said. My life was threatened by her. I didn't even have time to shower or anything. I look and smell awful. Update 2: I am at the getting my medicine. The domestic violence shelter is paying for it. I'm afraid of getting judged because I actually rolled out of bed and look awful. But I had to escape. The shelter itself is pretty nice. It's so nice. Not being yelled at or literally fearing for your life when you go to sleep. The only downside of it is that it gives me 30 days before I have to leave. Luckily, I have a job interview lined up. I don't know the best way to go about it, but I think I'll be honest and tell them I really need the job because I'm in a shelter. It's at a cinema, so that would be so nice.